the Caryville Board of Mayor and Alderman to order at this time. Call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly.
Here.
Mr. Eric Smith.
Here.
Ms. Beth Lawson.
Here.
Mr. Gibson.
Here.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson.
Here.
Mayor Stanley.
Here. Say opening prayer. Let's bow our heads. Lord, we want to thank you again for allowing us to come together, try to do the business of the city, make our town better. Lord, we pray for those that are left in this hurricane's wake and how many families has been destroyed and their homes has been destroyed. We pray for them, uplift them. We pray for the ones that serve the city, Lord, and we ask that you protect them. Lord, we know that there's a lot of people out there that's doing things that's wrong with the workers of the city, so we just pray that you protect them. Lord, we ask that you just lead us in this meeting, and we pray. Amen. Good time to look over the last minutes. Is it to do it wrong? You don't have anything over here, no? He doesn't have anything on that side now. Yeah, I think it'll be good if they'll do something, but, I mean, really the big thing is the door.
Yeah.
And now that's got, now, Winsburg's gonna get it, please. We'll get rid of her and here also. I had time to look over it. Need more time. Need more time. I'm good. Okay, let's get a motion to accept the minutes from the last meeting as agreed.
Make a motion to approve the September minutes as read.
Second.
Second motion, discussion. Call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly.
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith.
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson.
Yes.
Mr. Gibson.
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson.
Yes.
Mayor Stanley.
Yes. Citizens input.
Hey Chris, I'd like to say, I just want to thank each and every one of you for the opportunity. I don't know what this next meeting will hold, but I just want to thank you for the opportunity to be being here and working here and being the chief. Just want to thank each and every one of you for everything you've done for us and let me be part of this city.
You leaving?
No, I'm just saying thank you. I'm just saying thank you for everything,
Oh,
each and every one of you.
you're welcome.
Welcome, Brian.
I'm sorry,
I was like, well, another one.
It's just thank you.
But
Yeah.
you leave it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Vicky's
Mm. Well, you turn out to be a good chief. You'll get better and better with time. I mean, it's just something that, you know, with time, you'll see it all, and then you'll get bored of it. But you're doing a good job, and from everything I hear from the citizens, they like you. So, appreciate the job you guys are doing. You do patrol a lot more now. Sorry, that kind of took me off.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah.
Well, he's leaving.
Let me catch the first, it's like, thank you, guys.
Yeah, I did catch that. Still
I just wanted to thank you, just been awful good to me, so.
Communication from the mayor. Have not heard the next stop on the Hardee's deal at the 141. Man, that'd be really good though. We catch everybody out of Scott County in the morning,
Yeah.
you know, not down town in the evening,
Yeah.
you know, but it'd be great, great. And I heard today that possibly another, gas station convenience store coming to Caryville. We'll know more about that later. More is better. I'd like to say too, you know, that I appreciate the citizens that voted for me, and you know, hope that I've done what I've promised to do for them. And it's been a interesting experience in my life, and I think that we're definitely, Caryville's definitely got a lot to be proud of. You know, our financial is really good, better than it's ever been, and I know it's going to stay that way. I appreciate everybody keeping the budgets down for the 4 years that we've been here. We've not really spent a whole lot of money, but we've got a lot done. And I do appreciate, and the council member that was on the board before, I want to thank them also for the work that they done, and the late nights that they spent also on these things. And I feel like that Caryville's got a bright future. I think it's just going to keep getting better and better, and hopefully just keep plugging away, and hopefully we'll get growth. There's good possibilities still of a plant coming to the 141 exit. I did talk to somebody about that this week. They do think that's going to happen, but you know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens in time. But it's ready. It's ready. We've worked through some situations up there that's benefited the town and the owners of the land up there. So I think that up there will thrive and do good, and there's no reason that it can't get better. So I do appreciate everybody that voted for me and worked with me on the council. Each and every one of you is on the council. Appreciate the job that you've done. It's no easy task being a council member, unless you're sitting in that seat. You really don't know what you gotta. You get the calls all times of day. A lot of times you end up spending time talking to the lawyer, call the city lawyer, you know, and she's done a good job of being here, and appreciate Elizabeth when she was here, and Reed also while they were here. So, but I appreciate that you know, the city's headed in the right direction. I think that there's no reason to look back at where we've been, but look forward to where we're going. I think Caryville's got a bright future, and that's about all that I have. Financial report.
As of September the 30th, 2016, the general fund had a balance of $953,114.26. Reserve Fire Protection fee was $71,718.63. Reserve for Rainy Day Fund, $45,000. Reserve for Sanitation Truck, $130,000. Loan proceeds due to State Street Aid, $307,500. With adjusted general fund balance of $398,895.63. The State Street Aid Fund had a balance of $114,267.13. The Industrial Fund of $868.88, and the Drug Fund, $3,648.74, with a total of $1,071,899.01. The revenue for the month of September was $98,580.68. Expenditures were $128,634.45, with a credit balance this month of $30,053.77. And we had such a big balance because we got the funds in for our loans. So that's put that fund up there that we've not dispersed out yet.
Was that for the paving and?
Paving and the garbage truck and the police car.
Please. Okay, you've heard the financial report as it reads. Can we get a motion to accept it as it reads?
Make a motion, accept as read.
Motion to accept it as it reads. Can we get a second?
Second.
Second the motion. Discussion. Call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stanton?
Yes. Reports from council members. Start with Lloyd. Let you go last, and then I'm gonna say something. Yeah. I think you deserve it.
Street sanitation, are you ready? Street sanitation garbage, 46 ton, recycling 4 ton, brush 3 ton. Mowed throughout the city, picked up brush throughout the city, replaced some tiles on the mountain road, cut overhanging limbs and trees throughout the city. Put the shoulders back on the roof paving. We started the paving, and Ronnie is officially retired. Retired last of the year.
That's
So that's all good.
It'll be a tough one to replace.
Yeah, we've had a hard time trying to find somebody. We've hard won. As of right now, we hired him temporary. We're gonna have to harden up. And one of them will be a full-time, one will be a temporary. But the one we are, he's an awfully good worker, so he'll be working out awfully good. That's all I got.
Police report for the town of Caryville for the month of September. We had 281 complaints. Out of those complaints, we had 17 arrests. We had 23, we patrolled 10,265 miles. We got 23 citations, 2 drug arrests, and 18 accidents. That's all I've got.
Me?
The library report, there was 1,227 items checked out, 936 items checked in, 326 ebooks checked out. They added 6 new people and 98 new items. Computer users was 560. They loaned 32 items, held 3 children's program with 29 people in attendance. So the total library attendance was 650 for the library. I also would like to add, our trunk or treat is October 29th from 6 to 9 over there by Shoney's and Scotty's in that area. If anybody knows anybody that would like to come and participate, I have flyers somewhere. I have somewhere. that I've been handing out. I know some of the police officers are helping me, trying to recruit more people to participate. I'd like to have more people, bigger thing. I talked to the lady from Shoney's today. They're coming. One of the gas stations is sending a couple ladies over and different things. On my flyer, I'm not sure where it's at, but anyways, it says that like prizes will be, there's one. I said prizes will be given for the best decorated trunk. And so, just to try to mix things up and do something fun, so hopefully, if anybody knows anybody, tell them to call the city of Caryville. We'll take anybody that'll want to come over there and decorate and hand out candy.
Great.
So,
Fire report for last month, we had 3 calls with auto accidents with injuries, 17 men responded for 4.5 hours. 1 brush fire had 3 men respond for an hour. Mutual aid was given once, 3 men for 2 hours for a total of 5 calls, 23 men with a total of 85.5 man hours. That's for last month. And one other thing is I've spoken with several firemen and heard their requests, and same as the Hartville's I have. Just want to tell Vicki we appreciate the open door policy that she's provided with us. Not picking her out of no one else on the council, but I always seem to be standing right there for us. And to tell you that thank you seems like it's an understatement, but we just want to say thank you. Appreciate what you've done for us.
Just to say the 141, that's our little gold mine up there, and we've been working on that, for years and years. And we're seeing results of the 141 now. And as people that I talk to come to our community and they haven't been through Campbell County in a long time, and they look there and they're thinking, what a great exit now that we have there. And I hope the industrial park continues. I think there's some great hope coming, some new things on the horizon. It takes time to get things processed and through. There's a lot of loopholes you have to go through in order to get industry in. And we are on the right track. I'd like to thank all of the citizens for allowing me to serve on this board. And we have a wonderful staff. Our department heads are great to work with. All of our employees, they're dedicated, and they went through many struggles when we didn't have money to pay, and they had to go on a 4-day week. We've overcome that, and the city has grown. And I will continue to support our city and our community and our citizens, because that's what we're here for, We work as a team. I wish the best for the incoming people who come on this council. And one thing I have learned throughout my last few years is to learn to listen. And that's kind of a motto in all my meetings that I do with my teachers, in my workplace at work. And my motto is, just listen. People want to be heard. That's what we're here for, is to serve our citizens. So no matter where you're at in life, you are here to serve. We're not here for our selfish reasons, but you're here to serve others. So people, they don't remember, they forget what you've said. They will forget what you have done, but they never forget how you make them feel. So just listen to the people around you and serve your community. One other thing, my early warning system, while we're talking about, it's in the process, and I got a email. I couldn't get memo off my brain. Email this week, and he needs the frequency that we need to put it on. So Eddie's going to get that for us, and Pat's going to send it in to him. So, every time you hear these hurricanes, these tornadoes, I know we're not going to get a hurricane here, but tornadoes or whatever, I think, we need this in place. If it just saves one life, it's worth it. So, thank you all once again for working with me, and I enjoyed it. And I'll be around. I'll be in the audience. Cheering you on.
Facing the crowd. All right. Thank you very much. Old business.
And I had something. Our sign, our welcome sign that we discussed once, coming into the city,
Mm-hmm.
we discussed about getting it redone or
That's
whatever,
true.
but we've never done anything.
I spoke with Jack Cannon, sorry.
Okay, go for it.
Because he's been working on our new sign over at Caryville Elementary School. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it's up and working. And I asked him where they got theirs at, and he's supposed to send me an email of, so maybe it'll be a contact for me to get in touch with somebody.
Okay, also the state park, put up the new sign, so
Mhm.
that might be a person we can
Yeah.
contact.
So, but,
She gonna be around, Jane.
yeah,
You're gonna have to finish stuff you started.
I know.
You know.
I'm trying.
You got 2 years of it.
That's one thing I am working on. As long as
You're
there's
gonna
no
be just
lights on
fine.
it. I'll
The
be
number
doing
one
it.
answer is, I'm working on it.
I'm working on it, yeah.
But it is something that we did approve and got in the budget, and money's there to do it, so, it would be nice when we get it done. And I think there's one up here too. There was 3, right? I know there's 2, but
Yes.
I think there was 3, yeah. Mhm.
One on the mountain.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Coming
About
into the city.
landscaping out here in the front a little bit, they took all that
Take-
out there years ago and then there's.
You don't take those rocks out, do you?
No, I don't wanna take the rocks out, just put a little plant field in there.
Sometimes
You
there's
notice
weeds
out
in
there
there.
where you have to spray to keep them. It takes a little
We
work.
put dandelions in there. Wait, I'm gonna be out, so yeah. Let's blow it up.
No, I'm serious, did you see what CJC did? Just took a little
No, not
corner
really.
down there, right here at our corner of their lot.
Oh, yeah, that little.
And they just remulched it and everything this week, and it just popped when they did that, so, this front needs to pop.
They just have to make the light here, cover us.
You want some more?
You got a list.
Sure, give me some money, I'll do it.
You got the money. You got the money. You got the money to do that.
Okay.
Well, while we're talking about it, since this, I don't know, a website, we need our website updated.
Yes, most
So-
definitely.
We talked about that one time, a long time ago, and,
Yeah.
an icon for the city.
Mhm.
Like the county has an icon now, and when we did the Louis Blue, they wanted something that would stand out on that poster, but we didn't have an icon. So, the county has used
Yeah,
this
yeah,
right
they
now.
got the elk.
This is a picture that Urtec has done, beautiful Cove Lake, and you could just maybe put City of Caryville or something on it, and then you put it on all of our stationery and any kind of, our website or anything, so.
I noticed that Louis Louis thing, our little ad or thing they had in there was not good at
It
all.
was better than last year's, and they worked on it, and they asked
It
us for
wasn't,
one.
just
and
saying.
They did ask us for one, and we never did come up with one.
Right, we need to do, but it's our fault, because we don't have
It is.
one. Because everybody else had something to put in
That's
there,
something
so.
to consider,
So since you're an artist, you could probably,
Huh? Me?
somebody, I actually put a sign up.
I'm working on that.
Okay.
and a website, so people know, like today, the garbage pickup, it was on Wednesday, but nobody knew for sure if we.
We could probably funnel that through the library.
Well, they have a nice website,
well,
they do
you know.
have a nice website, but no,
Yeah.
we need a city website.
I know, but we could probably use what they're using over
We
there.
can probably
Yeah.
attach to it.
I know,
That'd be you.
Mr. Jeffers in La Follette, he said that their website where they got to advertise that ATV thing, it really helped,
Yeah.
because they put a lot of stuff out there.
Well, and the number one reason that you need a website is not just so the citizens know who you are, but the other reason is like the codes book that we adopted. Nobody knows the codes, so the citizens don't know what the codes are because nobody has it. So if you put that link on there, you could essentially, I believe her copy machine, you could run it on there, put it on a file and attach it to a website and hyperlink it, so.
Right.
And then you could wait, nobody knows the rules.
Well, once
For
you have
anything, you
one
know what I'm saying?
up, it's
Yeah.
easier to maintain one than it is
I
to
agree.
try to
I
build
agree,
one.
yeah, yeah,
Minutes of the
Yeah.
meetings can all go on there.
everything,
Right.
yeah.
Do we have a
No,
website?
that I'm aware of.
Sure was.
The library, you can link in, and the library has a nice little website that I'm going in on where you can.
I go on there and rent books all the time, but never.
Vicky, Jack was fixing, he had high school students fix the 911 center.
Yes, and he's fixing where we work too, and some of the school systems updating their websites.
Had kids that I don't know what
Very
class,
minimal
but
charge.
Jack Cannon is?
That-
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a
not
high
Jack
school
is?
student.
Oh, I was gonna
Jack,
say,
Jack was getting them to
Yeah.
He has a
build
high
it.
school student doing
he's coming to see me in the morning.
And
I'll
I
make
think
sure.
somebody
You already got
talked to
him?
him.
Yeah.
it.
Anything else we need? How's that? Anything else? Those was a couple of things. Repeat it. Thank you. All right, we'll move on to new business then.
I just
Oh,
one question
okay.
on the
Ooh,
whole
easy.
lights, street lights,
Street
are
lights.
they down? Somebody had a report.
Someone did say to me the other morning, which they come into work about 5 o'clock, and they said that they thought that the lights out here at the exit wasn't working. I'm not up there.
The big lights?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one
it
set
had
up.
been. I
I
don't
seen
know.
the electric department,
Huh?
I seen the electric department on the southbound side. the other
Working
way.
on it.
That's the side that it was. But she said when she got off the exit, it looked like that one side of it was dark. I'm not sure which side. But she comes from Stinking Creek down to the school, and she said like there was no lights when she come down, so I don't know. Like the exit was kind of dark. She come down about 4:30, which is like at 5. And I said, I will ask.
Check into it. Check in that, Lloyd.
I just, he's not saying anything about having call fault.
There's some kind of machine that they've got also that you gotta wheel the lights down with.
Yeah, but it might have been a breaker or something like that that went out on that lower end or something. They had to come down. If there were no lights at all. So I'll talk with them and see what's going on.
All right, we'll give them checked out. New business.
Can I
Council,
add something?
okay.
To the agenda. Discuss, purchasing turkeys for our employees for Thanksgiving.
Okay, you want to put that in a motion and then we'll
Motion
Give a
to
second.
approve, oh yeah, I'll make it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Second motion, Eric. And call roll and that's to add it to the agenda.
Okay, Ms. Heatherly,
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith,
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Gibson,
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson,
Yes.
Mayor Stanley.
Yes.
That's fire department too, all employees and everything.
It's for Thanksgiving. Is that what we did last year? Was it? Thanksgiving. All right. Now we're on to new business. Looks like 25 tons of salt. Lloyd.
Yeah, it's time to get the salt for the winter. I'll make a motion that we purchase 25 tons of salt at $89.17 per ton, a total of $2,229.
All right, motion is on the floor to accept the 25 tons of salt.
Second.
Second discussion.
The quote, Lloyd, it's showing 50 tons as a quote.
I'm sorry, it's 50 tons, but we get 25 at a time, so it's 50 tons, I'm sorry.
Okay, David just told me about the 25.
So is that half the cost? That's down just 25 every time you get 25, it's
Well, I think we
22
may,
tons.
That is the cost for 25 ton.
That's a
Yeah.
25
That
ton
David
cost.
told me.
we'll end up purchasing 50 tons, but we get 25 and then we get 25 later on. So we don't have room to store.
December, January.
Yeah.
How much did we use last year, you know? Because we had a
That's pretty good.
He's
Yeah,
got,
that's pretty
he's
good.
got probably, 20 ton over there now, 25 ton now, and he had about 70 ton, 75 ton, so we used about 45, 50 ton. That was just salt, that wouldn't count the gravel we mixed with it.
Yeah.
If you had that to it, you'd have probably 20 ton there. So, he's quite a bit.
I know that everybody was running out of salt last year. I mean, we don't know what the weather's gonna do, but, I know the county was out because they borrowed some off of us, I believe. So,
So do I need to change this to 50 ton?
Yeah, we need to purchase, we need
Yeah,
to
the price
purchase,
will be different.
yeah, we need to purchase 50 ton, but we only get, like I say, 25 at a time.
And the price will be different.
double. Are we getting that price?
Would be, it's $89 and 17
Yeah,
cents.
that's-
But right now, we're only gonna purchase the 25 tons.
Yeah, because we don't have room to store it all.
Yeah, but when we order it,
We'll have to approve it again.
We have to, no, we don't have to approve it again. We'll go ahead
We're
and
gonna have to
approve.
change this if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, we'll have to approve 50 ton. That's the way we've been doing it, and then we get 25. I think we pay for it all at one time, don't we, Pam?
No, we pay
We pay for it every year then?
25
Okay.
ton.
But when we put
I
our
mean, we're
order
locked
we
in
have
for
to
that
order it.
amount.
Yeah, we have to order that amount.
Oh, we're locked in.
We're
The
locked
price
in,
is locked
the
in.
price
That's
is
nice.
locked in. So what do you want me to put down? 25 or 50?
Well, I mean, if we're purchasing just the 2,200, I mean, that's what we
Yeah.
need to
Yeah,
approve.
yeah.
If they gotta approve it
Yeah,
again,
then-
then we're going to
Yeah,
have
then
to,
we
you
can-
guys have to
we
bring that
approve it
up
again.
and approve it again.
Yeah, David will.
So,
Yeah.
this is good. All right.
Can we get a second?
Yeah,
I'll second.
you
Oh,
second.
okay.
He seconded it. Any other discussion? Good eye, Eric. Call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lou Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stanton?
Yes. Council to approve the payment portion of the cost for the county frequency for the police department.
That's Eric's.
The sheriff's department, the channel that Brian M uses from the police department, channel, what they refer to as channel 1, talks back and forth between dispatch and other officers. The sheriff's department had to replace the repeater for that channel. The frequency itself belongs to the sheriff's department, but it's been used by Jacksboro and the county and Caryville for how long, Eddie?
Years.
But the upkeep and everything's on, the county takes care of the upkeep, and they asked if the city would be willing to split the cost since we're one of the ones that uses it as well as Jacksboro. Jacksboro, Caryville, and the counties, all three. The three that uses it. Fott has their own frequency, Jellicoe has their own frequencies. In order to stay, instead of saving Caryville, basically saving Caryville $7,500, just pay $2,500 to split the cost with the county on it.
Is that what the cost is?
Total cost is $75.72. I've got a copy of it. Pat got a chance to, you get a chance to make a copy of
Yeah,
that.
she probably did.
No, you
No, you
need to
didn't.
give it to him.
But there's the, split cost is $25.24. Like I said, that, the county takes care of all the upkeep to the repeater and all that, but it had to be replaced.
Does that tie into 911 somehow, or is that something different?
Well, it's dispatch, but
It's a
911
dispatch
just
and 911.
uses their channel dispatch with.
It's like everybody else, fire, rescue. We have to take care of ours. Theirs is tore up and needs to be replaced.
And every department has their own frequency, and here, Caryville, Jacksboro, and the county all share a frequency.
Yep.
Years ago, before 911, the county done all the dispatching, so everybody went through the county. Well, during this time, it's kind of split up. Instead of Caryville getting their own frequency, we kind of stayed with the county, and instead of having our repeater force a site, we maintain all of our radios to a different frequency. Not doing it, if we go out or on, Brian's gonna have to program his own radios and everything else, have their own frequency.
I'm gonna be able to do it.
Cost wise, $2,500, I said, I've been here for the city for 23 years, and this is the first time I've known them to replace it. So I mean, the life of it's a pretty good life.
I think at one time that we checked into getting on the frequency with La Follette, because we had a 911 bill that came up that was quite heavy for everybody. So we did check on that, and it's quite expensive to have your own like La Follette's got, because they also got somebody that is there doing, you know, it is a cheaper way to go to stay with what we got. It works. But, you know, I think it was $40,000 they was wanting at one time for Caryville to pay, and we, of course, we was trying to go, I think Jellicoe's got their own too, don't they? Yeah. I don't know what that system cost to set up. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's $7,500 if that's what the county's setting up, but it may be that much because you guys have more channels.
Well, this is the new repeater.
It's a, replace the old one.
Oh,
How many channels it got, do you know?
That's just for the one channel.
Three.
Yeah, it's just channel, you know.
This is for the repeater, the one they're using. They've got a direct that they use.
They got
That's
three
right.
channels.
Rescue Squad use the same one too. They use something else. They got their own.
Got their own. Just like us, we've got our own.
But I mean, they go through the county too though, right? Or not?
No, they go through 911. See, they're on, police department's on UHF, and fire and rescue are on VHF. We can't talk on the same radios.
Right.
We just can't talk to them.
If we come down to we want to go with our own channel and with our own repeater, then we'd have to apply with the FCC for that frequency, and it's how much here to apply?
$1,200.
Just to apply, and that's not even guaranteed the FCC will grant it.
And there's no real benefit to it, right? Why did La Follette and Jellicoe do that? Was Jellicoe just the distance they couldn't tie into that, or they've always been able to do that, or?
The Follett's always had their own.
Oh, have they? Okay. I just wanted to know. I'm good with it. This question.
I'll make a motion, please. And I'll say that before she needs to call.
Motion second. Discussion?
The split third would be 25, 24 with 28 cents.
Call roll, please.
Ms. Headley?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson? Mr. Stanley?
Yes. Council to approve the police department to use $2,600 from the sale of the Jeep to the equipment of the new SUV. It's no brainer. Why wouldn't we?
Okay. I make a motion to approve, the money that we received for the SUV.
I'll second.
Second motion, discussion. Call roll, please.
Ms. Headley?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stanley?
Yes. Council to approve, or council to accept the bid for 2004 Chevy Impala. Get your next thing at Sexton.
We only have one bid.
Only one bid. What's say? What did we hit before?
I was
$500.
higher than the one.
No,
It's no higher?
Same price.
Man, this thing, it's not a sale or market out there, I guess. 2004.
Is this the same person?
Is that person was the high bid last time?
Yeah.
What's say?
Is there any way to get any more money out of that? If not, what can I say?
I don't know what the metal's going for now. I know a car at one time was like $450 just for a car that didn't run or anything. I mean, I don't know what it is now. I don't know. I think.
How much did you get out of the police car?
We took a police car, I think it was like $370, and that was loaded down, we had everything
Yeah.
on.
But this is a Chevrolet. You got this one more money.
What's your opinion, Brian?
Before I take it like that, I mean, I'd rather let somebody use it. I mean, if
Yeah.
somebody needs to drive.
Yeah.
I'd say just get it out of the parking lot.
Then I make a motion, we accept this bid and be done with it.
Second.
Second the motion, discussion. Call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lord Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stanley?
Yes. Council to approve Justin Crabtree as full-time officer in the police department.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the hiring of Justin Crabtree as a full-time officer.
I'll
Okay.
second the motion.
Second the motion, discussion.
I just want to say, I've heard lots of compliments on him, how professional he is, how courteous he is to people, and,
Good.
yeah, I'm nothing but good, is what I've heard.
Great.
All right, any other discussion? All right, call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly? Yes. Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lord Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stanley?
Yes. Council to approve to pay BST Fire Apparatus $1,602.83 for maintenance of Unit 2.
Yeah, I should have a copy of the invoice. This is for the brakes on our number 2 engine. Complete brake job. Brake shoes, drums, hardwire, everything's greased, and they actually went out and test drove to make sure everything was confirmed it was, so it's new brakes. Make a motion to approve the pay for 1602 to BST Fire Apparatus.
Motion has been made. Can we get a second on that?
Second.
Any discussion? Call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lord Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stanley?
Yes. Council to approve to add council member to the bank signature card, and sign checks and take Mayor Chris Stanley off. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All right.
Council member to be put, Beth, would it be willing you to do?
What?
We put
Put
you
on
on
there.
there. She's close by and close enough where if they need something that she can get right here. She's always around.
Mine.
There you go, Ben.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion. Oh, you got a motion.
It's fine.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this, but I think it would be good, not necessarily for me, but I don't care to do it. Because with you going off and Glenn running, next month we wouldn't have anybody on there.
Yeah,
It
that's
won't
what, well,
run.
that's what I'm doing.
I mean, I don't care to do it for the month or whatever, however long's needed until the new mayor and people get situated next time. I mean, I don't wanna be on it forever, or for my term anyways, while I'm here. I don't care to do it.
There won't really be a gap.
No, well, there will be until somebody can sign, you know, from your time. I mean, I know
Well,
it's just
I
like a
mean,
week
when
or
we
so,
put this
but-
in motion, there'll be a gap, but before there wouldn't have been a gap because I'm in office until the election.
Right.
So there's no gap. But I'm good with it. Cause I ain't got time, I mean,
But you have to get, we
You know.
we have to get the minutes to them,
Yeah,
show them
yeah.
how this, so that takes time.
Hey, you
I
can
mean,
make that motion
it
to
ain't that
leave him
bad.
on until the paperwork
No.
is done for her. Because you make sure you'll have a gap again.
I done put it in motion, I'm off. I'm out.
But we need to put a motion for Beth to.
Yeah, yeah. She can do it, it ain't that bad.
I'll do anything once.
Well, every who comes back in as mayor, they might want somebody else on.
Who?
Right.
Every who comes back in as
Yeah,
mayor.
and that's why I said I don't care to do it
Yeah.
for the
I mean,
month.
I
You can
don't, I
change it
wouldn't wanna do it
anytime.
either,
Yeah.
I'm like her, but,
Huh?
I wouldn't wanna do it either, but you know.
As long as it's not Dwayne, I was okay
I don't
with it,
want
but
it.
I'm messing with you. Well, he couldn't have done it next month anyhow.
That's right.
I know that much about you.
That's why I
That'd be like
said-
that bigger, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
It's here. I
there's
don't
been a
care.
big gap.
So, yeah, that's.
You don't plan November, do you?
Nope.
Alright, then we'll put Beth on.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lord Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stanley?
Oh, yeah. All right, number 8, turkeys to be bought for the employees of the city, the town.
And fire department.
And, well, I mean, the employees, the volunteer fire department too. I thought they was, well, I don't guess they are really
Well, we had that
employees, are
discussion
they?
once before, so I just wanted to make sure that they're.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
many you got, Eddie?
23, I think. 23.
How many do we count?
We counted 30.
there's more fire department people than there is,
Regular
Total.
regular employees.
It'd be approximately $500 when you,
I think that's what we spent last year.
yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion.
Second motion.
Third.
Discussion? Call roll, please.
Ms. Heatherly?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lord Lawson? Mayor Stanley?
No. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
Can't. Nothing else be brought before the council this time? Can we get a motion to dismiss?
Make a motion.
Motion has been made, second. All fair say aye. Aye. Up here board meeting, right?